Hey guys, learning how to play guitar can be rewarding, but it also can be very difficult. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to talk about 5 common reasons why people quit guitar, and then 5 possible solutions for you in order to make sure that you don't quit, but you just continue to keep going. This past weekend I had a conversation with a buddy of mine, Dave, and he was telling me about some of the frustrations that he was kind of encountering learning how to play guitar. And I quickly realized as I was talking to him, I started talking over his head. Like I was talking so fast about chords and different types of things. He's kind of like, wait, like had this deer in the headlights look as I was having a conversation with him. And that was one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video, is because I quickly realized that I was even falling victim to creating discouragement to him. So the first reason a lot of people, they want to quit is because of a lack of progress or frustration. He was having a conversation with me, and I've been playing for a real long time. He's just kind of starting out, and I'm using vocabulary, I'm using words that he did not really understand about capos and different types of chords. So that's one real big frustration that I think a lot of beginner guitar players have, is they're watching social media and they're watching these other guitar players and they're excellent at what they do, and they're trying to jump on board, kind of like feels like a moving train. So one solution that we could I could offer to you, if that's you right now, is the set a small, like clear, very simple goal. One goal could be just making like a typical G major chord, and we're gonna make the G major chord kind of like this. When you make the G major chord, instead of looking at it and staring at it, go ahead and don't even look at the chord when you make it. Just kind of feel around for it and make it without even looking. That's a very simple thing that you can do in order to be able to get better at playing guitar. Now, the second reason I believe that a lot of guitarists quit, it's very common, is just inconsistent practice. I mean, if you're married, you have kids, and you work full time, there's just a lot of stuff that's going on. So where do you fit that in? And I think for you, you have to figure out what time is better. If you're a morning person, then go ahead and do it in the morning. If it's at night, if you got a couple of minutes after the kids go to bed and you have some opportunities, that's what I do, just to go ahead and practice. And just when I'm practicing, instead of just practicing like simple scales and things, I really want to make music. Meaning, like, when I practice, I want to like really try to, enjoy the process. So going back to that first example, if you're gonna play guitar, instead of looking directly at the chords, just go ahead and practice without looking at the chords. And that's one more thing that you can do so that you can actually become a better guitar player. You'll see that progress much faster, because you'll be able to feel around for where you're at instead of having to look directly at it. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you find out what I'm telling you is helpful. This is one of the reasons why I have this channel, is so that I can help guys like you, guys and gals like you, to be able to get better at playing the guitar, not get frustrated. Because this third point is lack of motivation. Sometimes, playing guitar is one of those things where you do have to get kind of motivated, because it's one of those things where you're literally playing it all the time, and over time you might be playing the same thing. My solution to you is literally put the guitar down. And you're like, well, that's not really much of a solution. The solution is to put the guitar down and go watch somebody play live, whether that's a concert or whether that's going to a local coffee shop. Probably better, maybe an open mic. Just kind of sit back and watch people and watch what they do and the kind of equipment that they have and what they're doing as they're playing. You may be even having a conversation with them afterwards. But I want to give a caveat: whenever we're watching people play live, you don't want to sit there in a place of judgment and judging them. It's this idea of learning. So everyone's at a different level. Some folks who are up there, I give them a lot of credit for just getting up there and trying to play and to sing and do all the things that they want to do, because you never know who you're going to come in contact with, and you'll never know what you'll be able to learn. So if we sit in a place of judgment as we're watching them, it's not going to be beneficial. But if we're sitting there really encouraging and like learning some things, I think it'll go a long way. That leads us into the fourth point, which is physical discomfort. I have a video that I'll put in the description below about overcoming finger pain. Playing the guitar is a physical instrument. When I say it's a physical instrument, you have this instrument pressed up against your body. You have your hands and this metal that you're trying to put these chord formations together, and if you don't have calluses, it can be very difficult to play for longer periods of time. So my solution to you, instead of playing for really long periods of time, it goes right in with your practice and consistency, is just to play for 5 or 10 minutes and limit to 5 or 10 minutes, because over time you'll have pain. If you have real pain in your hand, then you need to stop. You need to stretch, you need to relax, go drink some water to take care of your health, because playing the guitar is wonderful, but you don't want to hurt yourself in any way. And our fifth and final point is lack of guidance. Sometimes when we're watching social media or we're looking at books, or we're at the Guitar Center or wherever we're at, and we kind of get overwhelmed, we feel like we're kind of like a deer in the headlights, just like my buddy Dave. Like, where do I start? What do I do? I think a solution for you, instead of getting a teacher or anything like that, is just hook up with a friend who plays guitar. And just you sitting down and, you know, having your guitar and them playing at the same time, you'll learn something from your friend. They'll say, hey, do you know how to play such and such song? And you're like, no. And they'll begin to teach it to you. And you'll have that relationship building in the process. Because I think the guitar brings other people around us, and it's one of those instruments in such a way where it's super portable. And you don't need a lot in order to be able to do it. But when you do, when I play with my friends and I play with other people, we're always smiling, we're always having a good time. So that's the conclusion, man. Those are 5 things that for you to not get frustrated as you're playing guitar, but some solutions for you. Don't forget to click subscribe. Other videos that we have, we just try to help you out as best we can to inspire you, because that's what this channel is all about, and also to inspire you to play what you feel. We'll see you in the next video.